Okay, so right now we are going to work on your checking for understanding pages that go with excellent electricity. So the directions say use the information in the two passages, Excellent Electricity and Middletown Observer, to answer the following questions. Number one says using the information from Excellent Electricity, which of the following choices does not describe static electricity? A, static electricity occurs naturally. B, dragging your feet across the carpeted floor can create static electricity. C, static electricity must use a series circuit. And D, a crackling sound can be a sign of static electricity. So for this question, I'm looking up here at the word not. Okay, I read that static electricity occurs naturally. I read B, dragging your feet across the carpeted floor can create static electricity. And I read D, a crackling sound can be a sign of static electricity. So because it says not, I am going to choose answer C. Now we're going to go over here to number 4 that is right here on the side so that I only have to move the page once. So right now 4 says, which of the following choices is information that can be found in both passages? So for this one, I'm looking at both Excellent Electricity and Middletown Observer. Okay, so I'm going to read the choices. It says, electricity is the movement of charged particles from one place to another. It says B, series circuits are not always convenient to use. C, conductors are materials that electricity can move through easily. And D, a nail can become a temporary magnet using a wire and a battery. Now, we read several of these in both passages. Remember, this one, there was a science experiment in the Middletown Observer. Okay, it talks about the boy creating the electric magnet. And then it also talks about it in our Excellent Electricity. So because that was in both passages, okay, um, we have to find one that goes with both passages. Um, so I am going to look here and I'm going to choose answer A. Electricity is the movement of charged particles from one place to another. Um, Now I'm going to go down to question 2. Which of the following choices best describes the main idea of Middletown Observer? So that is the newspaper. It says Hometown News Source. And so we have several articles. So we're going to find the one that, remember, a main idea is what it is mostly about. So A says the newspaper was published on May 17th, 2017. B, electricity is the movement of charged particles. C, the weather will be rainy on Saturday but sunny all day on Sunday. And D, newspaper articles discuss how an electromagnet is made and how knowing about conductors and insulators can keep people safe. Okay, so as I'm looking at this, I'm trying to think. This is on the newspaper, but is it what the newspaper is mostly about? No, it just tells us the date that it was published, okay? It doesn't tell us everything else that's on the newspaper cover. Electricity is the movement of charged particles. Again, we read that on the newspaper article, okay? But our stories are about a boy at science fair and what we need to know about electricity for conductors and insulators to keep our home safe. So this is not the best main idea that we can find. Notice this word best in capitals. Okay, C, the weather will be rainy on Saturday, but sunny all day on Sunday. It shows that. It shows what the weather will be. But that is not our answer because it is not what the newspaper is mostly about. Now, down here, it talks about the electromagnet, which is the boy creates electromagnet, and it talks about conductors and insulators, which is the second article. So this is what the newspaper is mostly about. So I'm choosing D for my answer. Okay, now I'm going to come over here to number 5, and it says, according to the diagram in the passage, excellent electricity, how is the light bulb in the parallel circuit still able to work even though part of the path is missing? So to do this question, I'm going back to that picture in excellent electricity, and I am looking at the series circuit and the parallel circuit. And this one says specifically parallel circuit. So I'm looking at that, and it says the current is broken and the light bulb is not actually able to work anymore. Well, when I go back to the picture and I look at it, next to the parallel circuit, it says in this parallel circuit, part of the path is missing the other light bulb. However, the current is able to take another path and the light bulb is still able to work. So this one is not true. B, the electricity is able to take another path because there are more wires, which allows the light bulb to continue to work. That's a possible right answer because that's how we understand the picture. So let's keep going, see if we find another one that's better. C says the light bulb uses static electricity to light up. So does it talk about static electricity here? I don't see anything next to parallel circuit where it talks about static electricity, so that is not my answer. D says the light bulb uses solar power, not battery power to work. Well, on my picture, I can clearly see the battery, so this one is not my answer either. So I'm going to have to come up here and I'm going to go with B. B is my answer. Oh, I went too far. Here we go. We have number 3. Number 3 says, what text feature in excellent electricity can help readers find the meaning of unknown words? Okay, I read this to you at the bottom of the video. At the very bottom of your page, there are unknown words there, and it gives you the definition. So is that the title, the caption, the diagram, or the glossary? Well, on the top of that box, it tells us it is the glossary. So I'm choosing D. Okay, now you are going to do 6 through 10 on your own. I'm going to read them to you, and hopefully you will be able to get these answers correct. So number 6 says, according to the newspaper article, which of the following choices is not a material Philip Franks used to create an electromagnet? Okay, so you're going to your newspaper article, you're going to look back at Boy Creates Electromagnet, and you're going to find what he did not use. Okay, there's that word not there. Okay, A says battery, B says nail, C says wire, and D is light bulb. Let's go on to number 7. Number 7 says, in the Middletown Observer, the author titled one of the articles, Is Your Home Safe? What You Need to Know About Conductors and Insulators. What was most likely the purpose of writing this article? Okay, we're looking at this most likely. We're trying to figure out why someone would write that article. So A, to teach readers the importance of knowing about conductors and insulators so they can be safe when using electricity in their homes. B, to persuade readers to only buy lamps whose wires have plastic or rubber coverings to protect them from being shocked. C, to entertain readers with a funny story about static electricity. D, to warn readers to turn off their electric devices when bad weather comes into town. Okay, so look at all of these and try to figure out why someone would want to write that article. Okay, we're going to come back up here to number 8. It says, according to the text, which of the following choices does not describe something that uses electricity? Okay, so which one of these does not use electricity? A is lights, B, appliances, C, computers, or D, pillows. Again, which one of those does not use electricity? So let's come down here to number 9. Which choice best defines the term charges as it is used in the nonfiction text? So these are both nonfiction texts, but on this one, you need to look at excellent electricity, okay? And make sure to check out that glossary at the bottom, see if you can figure this out. A, the amount of money someone owes after purchasing a product or service. B, the amount of electricity something has. C, an act someone is accused of doing that is usually against the law. Or D, a computer program used to predict the weather. So which one of these tells us what charges is? Okay, come down here to number 10. How are series circuits and parallel circuits different? Okay, this one is going to be an excellent electricity. If I was you, I would use the pictures they give you to figure out what's different in series circuits and parallel circuits. So number 10 says, how are series circuits and parallel circuits different? A, only one type of circuit is used to create electricity. B, only parallel circuits can be used to make a light bulb shine. C, only parallel circuits can continue to work if a part is missing or blocked because there is more than one path for the current to follow. And D, only series circuits use multiple paths for electricity to travel. Once you have finished this paper, you need to either put your answers in Mrs. McNabb's Google Classroom for science, or you need to take pictures of it, or get your answers and make sure that Mrs. McNabb has them. Okay?